Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, from that side, we have heard so much negativity, and actually, I'm not going to delve into that. So what I want to say is that on this side, we believe in success. We celebrate success. We want everybody to achieve success. This is not just the current generation, but our future generations as well. And that's why we are working hard to ensure that our people feel confident going forward in their lives. And Madam Speaker, we know that students, those who are enrolling to go in university, they are really hopeful of gaining a degree. And we want them to gain qualifications here in New Zealand that will open doors for bright futures, not here in New Zealand only, but also on the world stage, because some of these students might want to go overseas and try and explore some opportunities there and bring those unique experiences back to New Zealand. We want to see that all these students, those who are gaining qualification here in New Zealand, that qualification is of the same level as any world-class university around the world. But Madam Speaker, I'm concerned. I'm concerned because the University of Auckland, our most prominent higher education institute, has decided to introduce a compulsory Maori course for all undergraduate students from this year. This is irrespective of the subject that students want to study. They will have to do this compulsory Maori course. All undergraduate students will have to do this from this year. And I know that this is not going to serve the best interest of all students. And what it shows that university has just imposed its ideology, rather giving thorough consideration to what is in the best interest of students. Education actually should be rooted in evidence, in practicality, not political ideology. Political ideology that was started under the previous Labour government. And what is surprising and shocking, actually, I should say, is that it extended to even classifying some Maori traditional myths, Maori traditional beliefs as science. And those things were funded as scientific projects. And I must say this, Madam Speaker, that I come from a culture where we have lots of cultural beliefs. But we shouldn't blur the line between cultural and traditional beliefs and science. It's insulting to science. We must make sure that science is based on evidence. And I give an example. Give an example. One of the projects that was funded under the previous Labour government that was based on the concept that sperm whales and kauri trees are brothers. And if sperm whales' music or noise is played to kauri trees with kauri dieback or trees with myrtle rust, then it will help diminish those diseases. There is no evidence of this, and how can this be funded as a scientific project? This ideological framework is dangerous, and ACT Party is here to break this ideological framework. And I realize, Madam Speaker, that we are a nation that is built on a bicultural foundation, but the reality is this, that we are a multicultural nation. So any notion that gives prominence to one race over another race should be rejected. Any conversation that is rooted in race should not be allowed to dictate how funding is allocated, how our policies are designed. Why? Because it leads to a form of racism. It leads to a form of racism. And as an immigrant, I have this responsibility to speak against such notions which give prominence to one race over another race. And I know, Madam Speaker, there are those who are questioning, who am I to talk about any issues?
And other members in the House that a speaker is entitled to be heard in silence. Interjections are to be rare and often in a light-hearted way. The barrage is becoming a bit overwhelming. Sorry to interrupt the member.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. And I know, Madam Speaker, that some individuals are questioning who am I to talk about anything that relates to Maori issues. And they're questioning this because I'm an immigrant. Let me say this to these individuals. Let me say this to these individuals that yes, my accent is different. I look different. I was born overseas, but I am as much as a Kiwi, like these members, like those individuals, those who are questioning me, talking about anything that relates to Maori issues. And I'm standing here and saying all this on behalf of all those immigrants, those who are told to go back where they have come from when they talk about these issues. And I'm standing here and saying all this on behalf of all those New Zealanders, those who are sick of these conversations that lead to giving one race prominence over another race. And I'm saying this on behalf of all those New Zealanders, those who want to see that every dream is given a chance to flourish, irrespective of the race of the person whose dream it is. Thank you, Madam Speaker.